Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, we have a lot of crypto news to cover, and if you guys are liking the daily crypto news, make sure you show your support to the channel by pressing the like button and subscribing. And the question of today is, what's your best April Fool's joke to date? Because yes, it is April Fool's, but I decided to not do any jokes yet. Maybe soon, maybe later today, we'll do something really crazy and give you guys some some joke or something. But today, we still got to keep it real because news never stops. First of all, amended lawsuit against Ripple now offers the theory that XRP may not be a security. So we yesterday actually had a brief discussion about whether or not Ripple would want XRP to be a security, but it's pretty simple to say that that's not really what Ripple would like, right? We can all understand that. But that was actually a theory from, I believe, the big 70K follower girl. Let's not mention her name. But hey, an amended complaint against Ripple has been filed by XRP investors in a long-running lawsuit involving allegations of breaches to US securities law. Well, this lawsuit has been going on for quite a while, to be completely honest with you guys, and you can actually read the full filing here if you have a couple of days to read through it. It's a lot of reading, but right now something has changed again because I think first of all they keep stalling as to when anything needs to be done, and according to a court document filed on March 25th, a sixth claim from relief asserts false advertising in violation of California business law. Notably, this amended appears to see the plaintiffs hedging their original case, stating this claim is made under the alternative theory that XP is not a security. So thus, because they claimed that, then they're kind of like contradicting themselves, saying it's not a security. So basically, this amended lawsuit that came by a week ago or so has now opened a couple of opportunities for Ripple to make it a positive thing and to maybe get themselves out of this narrow corner that they're in concerning securities. Because of course, XRP being a security would hurt the price really, really quite hard, at least in the beginning. We don't know if it could recover. We don't know if it will be completely destroyed, but at least a lot of supporters right now will quit, and most likely Ripple will also take the fall and a pretty big dump because then it's security and a lot of people are going to demand their money back and whatnot. It's going to be a really strange way. Ripple poised to triple by Q4 2020 after XRP forms classic bottom. So this was posted 18 hours ago, which makes me assume that this was posted before April 1st, which is why I gave it any attention whatsoever, because otherwise I would think it's just a joke. Because to triple by Q4, it kind of sounds strange in this sentence, to triple your money in like 6 months. But if you look at the price right now, we're at 17 cents. So from that perspective, tripling is not that odd or not that crazy. But if you just think about tripling your money in general, it's strange. But right now, we just need to go to 50 cents and you've tripled your money. That's how far it is, right? And I don't think anybody that's invested in XRP thinks 50 cents is not possible. So from that perspective, I thought it's worth a little bit of attention. So XRP, the crypto asset often referred to as Ripple, which is incorrect, but still a lot of people do it, has been among the worst performing crypto assets in altcoins for the last 2 years. However, according to an analyst who spotted what they believe is a classical bottom signature on XRP, he expects the asset's woes to soon change and potentially triple in value before the end of the year. So take this with a grain of salt, as you should always do with price analysis and predictions. XRP's recent panic fueled roller coaster ride. While XRP has gained a negative reputation across the crypto community, at least I guess XRP still has the biggest Twitter community. I don't necessarily know if Bitcoin is even bigger. There's definitely more people that hold Bitcoin and that are, I guess, fans of Bitcoin than are of XRP. But I don't know if there's as many people talking every second about Bitcoin as there is with XRP. Maybe there is, and I'm just underestimating it. But what you see is if there's a poll, XRP wins most of the time. And the Twitter is just so crazy for XRP. Same goes for Reddit, but I think Reddit Bitcoin will still very much win. Though XRP is definitely quite on there. And a couple other platforms, XRP is really, really up in just communication and really in what's it called? engagements. That's it. The number 3 crypto asset by market cap is often confused of being less decentralized than competition cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. One of my tweets that I have open was exactly about that as well, because I see it a lot. Here we go. Digital Asset Thinker, Digital Asset Friends asked, "Hello, Digital Asset Buy and Jungle Inc. Here's my point of view. You're free to think different. XRP is one of the most centralized coins because Ripple owns 55% of all coins. And investors are seeing the price decreasing. See how the price of Bitcoin maintains?" And then there's a question. So I think as well that the question is one that a lot of people might be having, right? Like, all right, XRP is really centralized because one central authority, sort of, at least that's what it's looking like, owns the majority, literally 55%, so a majority stake. The problem, though, is that with some coins, it would be this way, right? With some coins, it could theoretically be, all right, the amount of coins you hold is the amount of ownership in the whole network that you have, right? You could see it that way. Every network works a little bit differently with how they decide this, but through Ripple, or I guess through XRP, I should say, it doesn't work that way. Because the way it works is not necessarily how many coins you have, but it's literally about the validators, right? And we talked before about what it is to set up one and how the whole process surrounding that works. But Ripple, what they've done there, which is why I tried to start out my sentence with Ripple just now, what they've done there is they're trying to decrease their stake in this whole process, this whole validation process of validating transactions and whatnot, trying to cut it down to as low of a number as possible. And I don't know if they are at 17% right now or even lower than that. I don't really keep up with it every single day. But yeah, you guys can check it out. Just type something on Google, you'll find it within like a minute or so. Maybe even on the Ripple website, or just type in XRP like stats and you'll find it for sure. And that's really what decides whether or not it's really centralized. Because with Bitcoin, you kind of could say the same thing, right? It's not about the amount of Bitcoins that somebody holds, right? There could be one guy who's owning 8 million, let's say even, 10 million Bitcoin. Could be, right? Why could it? Okay. It's about theory right there. Okay? Let's just say he owns the majority, he owns 55% of all Bitcoins. It's about the idea. That doesn't mean that Bitcoin is really centralized though. Why? Well, one central authority could buy all the Bitcoin. Like, for example, if Microsoft were to buy all the Bitcoin out there right now, doesn't mean they actually own or control Bitcoin at all. No, it's still about all the mining power there. Even though they have so many Bitcoins, what are they going to be doing? What are they going to be saying? Right? It's still difficult to have any real. Okay, it's you have some power, but it's difficult to really validate things still, right? Because you don't have any authority over that in the essence. But hopefully you guys got that one. I hope that I explained it in a easy way. I try to do it as easy as possible, but sometimes I goof up because I'm trying to make everything sound simple. Even though I don't think it's a difficult thing to understand here, though. But yeah, okay. The constant selling of the XP assets has, of course, stirred up a little bit of controversy, I would say. And also, what got popular recently is Ripple executives selling XRP holdings in order to fund operations. This is, of course, from Ripple, the company, and I guess Brad Garlinghouse and the rest. I mean, everybody over there, I think, has sold some XRP, which every time upon time again, stirred up some controversy and stirred up some people asking questions and whatnot. But after a breakout of downtrend resistance, all signs point to XRP being ready for liftoff, and the altcoin asset doubled in value during the first 2 months of the year. However, that momentum the crypto asset had was destroyed in a catastrophic vid-fueled panic sell-off that crushed all cryptos and stocks and gold and whatnot. The sell-off caused XRP price to plummet back down, setting a new low just over 10 cents, and now Ripple price is poised to triple by Q4 if the classic bottom holds. But as Ripple fell towards 10 cents, it swept the lows of the previous reaccumulation cycle, taking place in early 2017 just before the crypto hype train took off and XRP rose to over $3.50 per token. One crypto analyst claims that this type of behavior is the signature of a classic bottom formation, suggesting that the downside for Ripple in the future is limited. To quote, 18 to 33 cents run from January 1st, I present you part 2. Most are short here, math proves it, something bigger is coming, long and strong. And that's a retweet, I believe, from Cycle of Life, or from him as him as well, who said, "Cycle of life slash markets. While most of the XP army is delusional, XRP haters and bullies or are bullies and will be laughed at by the nerds they bullied eventually. The crowd pleaser bully grows up and stocks the shelves. The nerd pays his minimum wage. It's not an if, it's a when." And then last but not least, monthly is about to close. Looking at the SPF 2017 pre-final pump accumulation lows sweeps and this capitulation volume. This looks like a classical bottom signature, or what one would expect it to look like. I'm fairly sure Ripple is retesting 58 cents in Q4 of 2020, which means a 3-time money opportunity. The analyst also says that based on the support holding, XRP could skyrocket to 58 cents per token, essentially causing Ripple to triple in value by the fourth quarter. An alternative contrarian view would consider that Ripple or that XRP price action forming a massive multi-year descending triangle, which if breaks down would take XRP back to under a penny per token, price that the asset traded at long before cryptos became a household name. Descending triangles have reportedly broken down on the price charts of crypto in the past, suggesting that the more downside for XRP is also a possibility. However, if Ripple does indeed break out, I really despise how they keep saying Ripple, from the current lows, the analyst's target of 58 cents is a reasonable near-term target for what will likely be a very explosive recovery once XRP breaks free from the downtrend resistance. So, I think that's a really interesting view on things. And as I said before, you should take this all with a grain of salt. But I also do like how they open up the opportunities at the end here by saying, this 3 times is possible, but a downwards momentum to below a penny is also a possibility. So keep that in the back of your head. It's not just feeding delusional people some money, or some food for thought or some dreams. No, it's actually giving you a real analysis with 2 sides to the story. And that's, I think, the best thing he could have done here. So, again, for all the people wondering, yes, this analyst says we can triple in price by Q4 of 2020. But on the contrary, a lot of people are saying, no, we're going to go under a penny. So it's never a secure bet. And I am not a financial advisor. This video is not meant to make you buy or sell Ripple / XRP. I'm just putting it like that, just to be sure. This video is purely for entertainment purposes and possibly some education in the sense of news. But yeah, I really don't care if you buy or sell, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. Just trying to give you guys all the information I can find out there. Again, Ripple releases 1 billion XRP from escrow, sends 74 million XRP to unknown wallet. So this happens all the time. We know about it. We know about it all the time. And in this case here, they send away 500 million XRP. Right? They send some money away. Well, theoretically speaking, if they send that away, that is all. That's actually just a small portion. It's like 5% of the total amount of money they got, right? So wait, is it 500 million? I'm kind of confused here. They're saying here send 74 million XRP to unknown wallet, but here's 500. Oh, this is unlocked from escrow. I was like, what was going on here? But I didn't read correctly. Ripple just released 1 billion XRP worth $173.5 million from escrow for the month of April. It's so crazy to me that a billion XRP is just worth 173 million. In my head, it should be worth about $500 million. But yeah, that's really also kind of odd. That's why I was like, this number doesn't fit. But that's of course the half of the complete escrow already. It's really crazy that it's such a low amount of money. But here we can see 74 million or 12 or each 13-ish million dollars transferred from Ripple OTC distribution wallet to unknown wallet right there. Well, pretty obvious, pretty cool. I don't really know what they're going to be doing with that, but this is what I warned you guys about yesterday. It happens every month, right? 2 transactions of 500 million XRP are taken from escrow. Happens every month. It's nothing special, but still people seem to be frightened about it, which is why I thought I should today again come in with the explanation quickly of why or what it's about. And I just saw this as well. J Chu says on Twitter, XRP burst in 1 to 2 hours. XP community just calling what I see, right? And yeah, that's basically it. He posted this, I think just now, right? Or I don't know. I never know what these PMs stand for here. Is this his time? Is this my time? What is this? Is this somebody else's time, or how does that work? Maybe it's just my time and I just keep messing it up. Could be. But like, I'm not in PM here in Europe, so why would they state it like that? Or is that the normal format? I don't get it. little bit strange, I find. But yeah, he's also into VET and XRP, I think. Why does he have them both there? Pretty interesting. Oh, he thinks he's gonna be doing the same thing. Well, yeah, could be going on, guys. Could be going on. Well, I got a couple of other cool videos coming up later today, and hopefully I have nothing related to April Fools. Maybe you saw this video as an April Fool's one. Hey, the joke's on you then. But guys, thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you guys again in another crypto one. Make sure you come back and subscribe to the channel. Like this video as well if you do. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys again in another one.